You all right, bud?
No. Thanks for finally asking.
What happened?
Well, I was talking to my crush this morning before the show.
As one does.
And as I was laying on the moves, she pointed out that I had mustard on my shirt, which would normally make sense, but this morning I didn't even put any condiments on my Fruity Pebbles. Oh no! Do you think if it's on my shirt, it's on my Webkins too? Now I'm gonna have to go get my shirt laundered, and that guy at the place is still mad at me from last time when I left the unwrapped lollipops in my pants pockets.
Why don't you just wash them yourself?
Oh, I don't know how to do laundry. Michelle, that's like an adult thing.
So you're 47.
And live from Studio C in the Robert Zemeckis Center, it's The Breakdown! Woo! On today's show, weather, traffic, and liberal myths. With your hosts, Sully Zack and Michelle Askew. Everybody, make some noise for The Breakdown!
Maybe I do need to grow up. It would be nice to go to the grocery store without them trying to make a PA announcement to find my mom.
Well, you know, I could teach you about adulting.
Oh boy!
Why don't we start with a key component of adulthood? Emotional repression. How are you feeling?
Well, honestly, that thing with the girl bummed me out.
No, it didn't. No. You're a grown man. You don't have feelings. You have demons.
I think I just have ulcers. And now on to the news. The Mueller report is officially in, and like any good essay, it was handed in months after midterms, and we're still not sure what it means. Presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg revealed this week that he was fluent in Norwegian, which could prove vital in his dealings with our key ally and global superpower, Norway. The presidential hopeful also says his campaign has already raised $7 million, $5 million of which will go towards teaching people how to say booty chug. Buttigieg?
Buddhism. Boot. Okay, so California has been declared drought-free for the first time in 7 years, and it has now been gluten-free for 3 years. And even though it's not like an official celiac thing, California just feels better, you know? A Russian mayor was sworn in with the Star Wars song, and all your nerdy liberal friends are really torn about it. Canada is warming at twice the global rate. Looks like having a hot leader comes at a cost.
A study found that climate change drove some Neanderthals to cannibalism. Does that mean if we don't fix our planet, I might get to taste human flesh too? Tempting. During a court appearance, a man in Florida punched his public defender in the face, and the dude didn't even defend himself even though they were in public. Campaigners have called for male circumcision to be taken more seriously following the death of a 5-month-old boy in Italy. Hear that, buddy? I told you we'd take revenge on them for taking your hat.
Folks, if you happen to be as constantly thirsty as my friend Sully here, you know that water conservation is an increasingly pressing issue.
It's true. My thirst cannot be quenched by the largest of reservoirs or nastiest of thoughts.
That being said, some people don't share our concern, even Hollywood's biggest stars.
Here to discuss more is our investigative reporter, Peyton Patterson. Please welcome Peyton, everybody. Hi, Peyton. So, Peyton, where the hell have you been? We gave you this assignment 3 years ago.
I'm sorry, Sully, but investigations take time.
No, that's not true. Okay, filing divorce papers takes time, or negotiating with a passive-aggressive sloth might take time, but what took you so long?
Well, my main culprit is a very public figure, and boy are they high up on the totem pole and very controversial. Some people love that blonde hair, others can't stand it. They're really pretty loud, and they're always on SNL.
Mueller report part 2? Oh, baby, let me have it!
Amy Poehler. That's right. The drip princess herself, Miss Pump and Chug, the whiny water waster, a white woman from Western Mass.
Newton is Eastern, I believe.
Quiet, Gangles.
Okay.
After years of investigation, I have discovered that Amy Poehler, frequent comedian and one-time wife of BoJack Horseman, used 12,000 gallons of water a day in 2015.
12,000?
Why in the world?
Baths, pool parties, ice sculptures of Nick Offerman's mustache for bachelorette parties, who knows? All that's certain is that for years, Amy Poehler has led us to believe she's some sweet, innocent, quick-witted comedian breaking barriers for both female comedians and uptight park conservationists. But it's all been a lie. What will the parks do now without their precious water? Amy, your career is a lie!
Okay, Peyton, we know it's bad and everything, but I really don't.
Drainage!
She wasn't even in that movie.
Oh, wasn't she? For all we know, she's been inhaling more natural resources than 5 Daniel Day-Lewis oil tycoons wrapped together in the black-stained feathers of a BP pelican. Within a year, she used 170,000 gallons of water just in her Beverly Hills home alone.
All right, Peyton, we can't have you just screaming about Amy Poehler on our show. You have to actually do something. No one's gonna watch this.
Oh, don't worry. I'm way ahead of you. Let's just say the good folks at our old comedy troupe are a little thirsty.
Yeah, we're gonna need more context than that.
UCB? More like you won't be able to drink or provide for your family anymore.
Still nothing.
Water supply. I cut off their water supply.
Wait, why?
Yeah, she's not even in UCB anymore. It's only former breakdown writers ever since they lowered their standards.
Look, someone had to pay the price, and Lord knows I can't do anything to Amy.
Why?
Hillary might run in 2020. Who doesn't want to see the Tina Fey SNL reunion?
Your values are all over the place. Honestly, why do we get investigators from Variety? Get out of here.
Peyton, the climate change reporter, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks
Peyton.
for coming in, Peyton.
Tried. And now back to the news. The Rolling Stones recently had to cancel their tour because of doctor's orders. But that's what happens when your guitarist looks like the end of a put-out cigarette. Plastic bags were recently banned in New York, which has been a tough hit for artsy NYU student films. A U.S. jury found that Roundup weed killer caused a man's cancer. Apparently, you're not supposed to mix it with vodka?
A recent study has determined that MDMA and GHB are the best drugs for enhancing sex, but I still prefer good old-fashioned NCIS. The Big Apple is the first city in the country to try congestion pricing. Usually when I'm congested, I just buy Mucinex. Never leave home without it. The DEA is apparently looking for a contractor who can burn 1,000 pounds of marijuana an hour. And, yo, Steve from next door is totally down for the challenge. He frickin' burns, dude. He burns.
The FDA has plans to investigate the possible link between e-cigarette use and seizures, followed by the possible link between ripped jeans and a bad attitude. Gangs are using dead rats to smuggle drugs into prisons. It's a shame they're not using live rats because that would have been a really gritty reboot of Ratatouille. McDonald's gave away Lazy Boy couches with built-in McFlurry coolers, but that ice cream machine is still broken. If there's one thing a lot of people like, it's pizza. Sully, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Oh, deep dish. Definitely deep dish. Actually, wait, that depends. Do you fold it?
Is the Pope a Catholic? Anyways, next up we have a guy here to review the pizza joint that just opened down the street. Let's welcome on Greg Taylor, everyone.
Hey, hello. So, Greg, we hear you were the first customer at the new pizza place called Bathing in Hot Tomato Sauce? How was it?
Man, I gotta tell you guys, bathing in hot tomato sauce was great. It was Saturday night, and my plans kind of fell through. I mean, who knew my mom had tickets to see Captain Marvel without me? So I ordered a medium pizza from the new place. And guess what?
Your mom skipped the movie and came to eat with you instead?
Nope.
You invited over some friends, shared a pizza, and made some memories.
No, I told you my mom was at Captain Marvel. What happened was the pizza arrived after 32 minutes. Like, sorry, Jesse Eisenberg, but you just got blown up. And remember how I ordered a medium pizza? It came in an extra large box.
Cool. Cool. So how was the pizza?
Like, so good. So well seasoned. I think it was the delivery man's sweaty hands.
He touched your pizza and you didn't even have to pay extra?
It was kind of like a combo between those boxes IKEA uses for lamps and some good old-fashioned newspaper.
It tasted like paper?
Not exactly, more like cardboard. The perfect thickness. It left my tongue so incredibly dry.
Yeah, that's not how pizza is supposed to taste.
Oh, yeah, pizza, yes. The pizza was not bad.
So I'm guessing you're kind of a foodie. What do you like to eat besides pizza?
Well, I was scaling an arid mountain the other day with some friends. You know, I get lonely if I'm not in a herd of bros. But then they got kind of pissy at me because I was in charge of bringing the water and towels. But boy, did I get hungry on the way up there.
You ate the towels?
So, short answer is granola. Definitely granola.
Are you feeling okay, Greg? You look a little out of sorts.
You've got to be kidding me.
Did you say goat?
What? No, I did not.
And then like cover your mouth dramatically?
Oh, no. Guys, don't be ridiculous. I'm not a goat.
Okay, no one said you were a goat, bud.
Oh, damn, you're a goat.
In this economy? No way. You can't tell anyone, please.
Greg, there's nothing wrong with being a goat. Well, actually, there might be. I don't think I've ever met a talking goat before.
Look, I can't just lead with the fact that I'm a goat. There's discrimination. I got fired from my last custodial job for eating all the rags and mops.
That sounds like you were fired because you ate all the rags and mops.
What am I supposed to do? Work at a petting zoo, letting strangers touch me all day? Sell my body and let them milk me? Turn to the streets and model for memes? I mean, these are my only options as a goat.
But they're not bad options.
No way, you're a...
Get out! Go! Leave! What? I will kill you. And now let's turn to the story of a family that actually has a dad.
And he's not being as nice as my daddy is. Let's join our correspondent in the field. Take a look. Are you really good?
Hello, I'm Faith Jones, reporting from a watershed moment for fathers everywhere. Mild-mannered financial consultant Craig Watterson quickly rose to national hero status after his act of bravery observed earlier today. What happened earlier today, Annabelle?
Well, my brother and I were like playing this game called Hereditary in the backseat.
Hereditary?
Yeah, it's this game where we see who can stick their head out the farthest without getting like decapitated or whatever. And then Dad was like, if you don't roll those windows up right now, so help me, I will turn this car around. He did.
It was the U-turn heard round the world. Fathers everywhere have rallied in support of Craig's cause.
I mean, we've all talked about turning the car around, and he actually did it. Thanks to Craig, my kids listen to me now. I can finally listen to my Guns, Germs, and Steel audiobook in peace.
Craig, this is an audacious decision considering you've already paid for the hotel, jet skis, and personal rental ponies for the whole family.
Sure.
What does your wife have to say about this?
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Are you kidding me? You listen to her?
Okay.
This is exactly why Sharon and her husband got a divorce. Exactly. They don't talk to each other. They never listen.
Well, there you have it, folks. With a twist of the wrist, Craig Watterson's name is erased from the annals of history. I'm Faith Jones, breaking down the news.
Journey towards adulthood is about to get brazy.
Please, not another prison tradition. I could barely handle roach shower duck duck goose. The Naked Mermaid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell no. That stuff stunts my growth.
You're tall enough. Are you gonna make me do this airplane style?
I would prefer it. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Okay. Just gonna read your taxes now. Let's see what we got here. Now, it looks like you put more than a 0 on your W-4 withholding, so your employer, the Jolly Children's Banshees of America, has about $900 for you.
Michelle, we have to get back to the show.
You're right, this is taking too long.
Well, folks, Syria is a dicey situation.
You said it, sister. The Civil War rages on.
Here to comment on Middle Eastern affairs is expert and love machine, Pat Duffy.
Give it up for Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Good evening.
So, what do you have to say about Syria?
A lot, but not right now. Let's talk about Scooby-Doo. You guys familiar?
I like Scooby-Doo.
Everyone likes Scooby-Doo. I got a beef. So you remember when they need bait for their monster traps and they gotta get Shaggy and Scooby to do it, how do they bribe them?
Bribery.
Money?
Yeah. With what?
Syria?
Scooby snacks.
Scooby snacks.
Right? That makes sense for Scooby. But Shaggy's eating dog food and no one cares. And my dad doesn't listen to me when I bring this up at the dinner table anymore. And my priest says I'm not allowed to bring it up in confession anymore. And like...
No, I'm glad you brought it here.
Yeah,
This was a good platform.
This was.
He puts his life on the line, like against, like, there was a movie where he went up against a real witch for dog food.
Do you have any proof? Or
Okay,
anything
listen,
of this?
okay, I printed out the Wikipedia article
Oh, wow, that is an annotated.
for Scooby Snacks, all right? In Scooby-Doo, The Mystery Begins, 2009, it is revealed that Shaggy made up the recipe, which includes eggs, water, flour, cocoa, and dog kibble for texture. Cocoa's toxic to dogs. The man is poisoning his best friend so he can eat dog food. He makes his own dog food.
Wow.
That is a lot to take in,
Let me
Pat.
tell you, that really puts the mystery
In the mystery machine.
Let's give it up for Pat Duffy, everybody.
Duffy, everyone.
You make me sick.
All right, Pat. See you later, buddy. Do you owe over $10,000 to the IRS? Well, crap.
Yeah.
More on this after the break.
When it's time for lunch, a sandwich is a quick and easy choice. And with the right ingredients, it can be good and good for you. So I'm here today to see who can build the ultimate sandwich. All right, when the time is up, our judges will give you their scores. Ready, set, go! Okay, Jason starts out with a multi-grain roll. Ooh, Allison stuffing her pita with, yes, spinach, a great source of iron. Jason isn't skipping on the protein, adding plenty of smoked turkey, just like Allison's putting the finishing touches with crispy red bell peppers for a dose of vitamin A. Time! It looks like we have a tie. We'll need to call in our special guest referee.
Now, these are what I call quick, delicious lunches. Whole grain breads, a whole variety of ingredients. There are so many different ways to build delicious, healthy sandwiches. These two get high marks in every category. I'd say you're both winners. America.
Let's get healthy together.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
I don't remember that.
Such a pretty book. Oh, hello there.
Hi
How you
there.
doing there?
We're back. We are back. Okay, Nestle is facing a lawsuit claiming that Poland Springs water does not actually come from a spring. What, next you're gonna tell me that fruit by the foot doesn't contain any real feet? Netflix is raising prices next month, and the one person paying for half of America's shared Netflix account is really upset. A man flew into the air when a gust of wind picked up the umbrella he was holding. Hey, that's how I get to the studio every week.
A condom company is rolling out a new condom packaging that takes 4 hands to open, which they say is to promote consent, but is really just to discriminate against pirates. A man in Pennsylvania reportedly choked a cashier for bagging his groceries wrong, and he didn't even establish a safe word. A family discovered a live stream camera hidden in their Airbnb and suddenly got their stage act together. 5, 6, 7, 8.
A study found that just looking at coffee can make you feel awake. And if anyone asks, that is why I stand idly in Starbucks with a blank expression for 3 hours a day. A memorial was held for a body found in a storage unit. It was nice to finally have an emotional episode for Storage Wars. A father admitted to staging a home invasion to cover up his theft of his daughter's Girl Scout cookie sales, which is not nearly as bad as Stacy's dad, who beats her.
It's almost summer, and you know what that means.
Pelican mating season? Oh, not again.
No, it means we can finally sit outside and enjoy the warm weather. Our next guest is very fond of this activity for good reason. Let's welcome on Jimmy Rogers, the man with a balcony that's bigger than yours.
Wait, who is? What does that mean? Thanks for coming in, Jimmy. So, what's it like having a big balcony?
What's awesome about the whole balcony bigger than yours thing is that all the guys I can meet.
And girls.
Yeah, why? What did I say? Well, it's great. All the guys come piling in through the sliding glass door onto my balcony that's bigger than yours, and we just kind of hang out there to see.
See what?
It's a balcony that's bigger than yours, Michelle. We can see a lot. Across the street, up the street, down the street. It's pleasurable to have a balcony that's bigger than yours.
This is a weird euphemism.
What are you talking about? My balcony isn't a euphemism for anything. It's just a balcony that's bigger than yours, that's all.
So how big is this thing?
Oh, let me tell you. It's got the length, the width, the height, triple threat. All 3 factors to really make a balcony that's bigger than yours.
Well, I actually don't even have a balcony.
Then where do you go jogging in the morning?
What else is the balcony good for?
Oh, so much fun, so many sights. I just get a great amount of satisfaction for being above the pedestrians on the sidewalk, you know?
Yes.
This one time, I was standing on my balcony that's bigger than yours, minding my own business and throwing rocks, when out of nowhere, this guy yells, "Hey!" trying to stand his ground, you know? And I go, "Hey!" And, you know, I'm trying to stand my balcony that's bigger than yours. And then he goes, "What? Is that an 18-stepper?" And I go all limp, you know, like out of shock. I've never been so publicly humiliated while standing on my balcony that's bigger than yours.
That guy was willing to start a fight with you while you were on your balcony?
Yeah, the confidence, you know. He must have had a 20-stepper. You know, those are rarer than a PC in a lecture hall.
Oh, I have a PC.
Shut up, Sully. So what happened next?
Then this lady walks right up to the edge of one of 8 lally columns that are supporting my balcony that's bigger than yours and looks right up at me, you know?
Does she have a 20-stepper?
She asked me for some spare change, you know, because she's got like this 2-year-old daughter. But I was on to her. Your daughter's been 2 for some time now, hasn't she? That's what I said, you know, I had to put her in her place like a heterosexual donkey on John Muir's trail.
Okay. So what happened with the guy insulting your balcony?
Oh, yeah, no, he was standing on the street while I was conversing with this lady, and he got sideswiped by a motorcycle of all vehicles. He must have flown like 30 feet in the air, but it wasn't high enough to reach my balcony.
Oh my God, is he okay?
A little shaken up. He hasn't come that close to a collision in a while. So I doused him down with some hot water, and he's fine now.
No, I think she meant, was he?
Oh my gosh, would you look at the time? It's 2:30. I gotta go hang out with my balcony that's bigger than yours.
You do that, all right.
Let's give it up for the man with the balcony that's bigger than yours.
Okay. Well, 18 years ago, mega pop star Aaron Carter released the historic music video, How I Beat Shaq.
Classic. Since then, he has fallen on tough times, but he's back with a response. Take a look.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Aaron Carter?
You bet. Want an autograph? You need to stay 500 feet away from the playground. You're in violation of your parole. Let me explain.
And it goes, and it goes, and it goes a little something like this. Hit it. Aaron's in the house. Get up, I wanna make some crack. Here we go. Aaron's in the house. Get up, I wanna make some crack. Yo, guys, check it out. Guess what happened to me?
Another crazy story? Come on, AC.
I was hanging at the court, just serving my time, working on parole.
Yeah, you still got time.
Heard the fans screaming. I thought it was for me, but then I saw a shadow in sobriety. It was crack cocaine.
What? What did it say?
How about you smoke the you just have to pay? Told him why not. That's a mistake. Became real less famous for always being baked.
Seriously, Aaron, are you for real? Smoking crack at the age of 12?
Yeah, not a great decision, but now I'm getting better.
You must miss it.
Oh, all the time. Scared to crack. Psych it out. Said I have no money to blow. Start the game. The whistle blows. Pay attention close as the story goes. Like boom. Put it in the trash like slam. I hear the cops screaming and damn. Swear that I'm telling you the facts. That's how I beat crack. Boom. Put it in the trash like slam. I hear the cops screaming and damn. Swear that I'm telling you the facts. That's how I beat crack. Check it out. I thought I had the lead, but then I met my friend. It was Cocaine Steve, scoring the bricks
And taking all the shots.
I knew there was a way that I could make it stop. I had a plan, I could change the pace. Focused on my music, back in the race. The Planet Rock, Perfect Storm, ooh, we and more. All of those Grammys, now watch them all fall. Middling success, nothing but net. Come on, crack, had enough yet? Music is my game, and crack is just a side thing.
I swear to God, I don't do crack anymore. It was a low point in my life. I don't even think about it. I just carry this as a memento. And where are all the 13-year-old girls who used to love me?
It's like boom.
Here. Oh, so heartwarming and uplifting. Well, look, Sully, being an adult isn't that hard. You just gotta apologize for the stupid mistakes we made as kids. Watch. Hey, yeah, it's Michelle. I've been good. It's been a while since 3rd grade. Look, I'm sorry for calling you Crusty Crotch Claire. Yeah, it was immature of me. Oh wow, thanks so much. Okay, great to hear from you too. Bye. See? Easy. Claire didn't care. Do you have anyone to apologize to?
Well, I once got upset at the girl who rejected me in 1st grade.
Perfect. It might be hard to find her number, but...
No, wait, I think... Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Hi, yeah, Gretchen, it's Sullivan. Look, I just wanted to apologize for... hey, you can't call me that. Gosh, no wonder you're called Grouchy Gretchen.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, well, you know what? Your dad belongs with another family anyway.
Oh, that was not very adult of you.
I'm so sorry. That was pretty immature. I just don't know how you do it. Like, what about Scott from middle school?
Scott was different! He never gave those silly bands back, and I won't forgive him. This has been the breakdown, Scott.
And that might have been the news. Michelle. Oh.
I see you, Scott.